Hey guys, this is Pixel Dan coming to you from the 2015 New York Toy Fair, and I'm here at the Diamond booth with Zach, who's going to show us some of the latest product that's coming out this year. So how's it going, Zach?
It's going pretty good. We got a pretty full showroom, a lot of new licenses and new products for old licenses. So we're it's something new every day for me around here.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's very busy in here. There's a ton of traffic, but it's because you guys have such a wide range of cool new product in here. So I'd definitely love to see some of it.
Sure. I know you're a big Turtles fan, so I'll start off with the Ninja Turtle stuff. So we've shown our Series 2 Mini-Mates. There's 4 new versions of the Turtles, Splinter, Casey, the Normans, Chris Bradford, and Karai. But we haven't shown a lot of the new accessories. Each of the Turtles, in addition to their new head with the white-out eyes, they also come with additional expression faces, Surprised Leonardo, Dizzy Raphael, the Heart Eyes Donatello, and Laughing Michelangelo. And they're going to come with accessories like Ice Cream Kitty, Spike the Turtle, the pizza face that fits over Leonardo's head, and a skateboard from Michelangelo, pizzas, just actual pizzas, because everybody needs that for the Turtles. Yeah. Casey's going to come with a couple interchangeable heads so you can display him with his hood off and with his face paint off. And there's going to be a cool little Krang chest. You'll get a Krang with the Norman, you also get a Krang chest piece underneath. And Karai also has a couple alternate faces. And Karai and Chris Bradford are going to be exclusively in that specialty assortment. And Chris Bradford's going to be 1 per case for that blind bag assortment. There will be, they will also be at 2 packs at Toys R Us, and you'll be able to get an exclusive Anton Zek there, the precursor to Bebop, of course.
Nice.
And also, that's where you're going to find the 4th Mutagen Turtle, Donatello. So he'll be in a 2-pack, 1 per case at Toys R Us. So look for him there.
So cool.
And of course, we just showed off our new Mirage box set, which has the 4 turtles in their red bandanas, masks, as they appeared in the original Eastman and Laird comics back in the day.
Are awesome. Very cool. And how are those going to be made available?
That's going to be a 4-pack exclusively through comic shops and specialty stores.
Excellent.
So we're going to be soliciting that in previews just this coming week. So you'll be able to pre-order it online by this coming week and also through your local shop.
That's awesome. Wow, so a lot of really cool things coming up for Turtles and Mini-Mates here.
Yes, I didn't even mention the new bank. It's a resin, I'm not going to touch it, but this is our shredder. And we're going to be doing a lot more after that. We're going to be doing a Footbot next. And this all goes along with our 4 turtle banks that are out now.
Which are awesome. They're very, very, very nicely detailed, too. I mean, you can just buy those and put them on your shelf as collectible pieces, or you can store your money in them. I mean, that's so cool.
They did a really great job on them. They're using that 3D data from the movie, and it's just, they came out really nice.
Excellent. All right. Well, did you want to go ahead and move on down the line here and take a look at some of the other products?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a lot more stuff. We've got more busts from our classic Batman TV series line, sculpted by Gene St. Jean. There's a couple figures that are still being pending approval, but we're also doing a full-size statue of Yvonne Craig as Batgirl. That's sculpted by Claiborne Moore, actually. And we're also launching a whole new line. We're also doing Gotham, which I can't show you just yet, but we're also launching an entirely new line of DC animated products. So we've got resin busts, we've got our 9-inch PVC Femme Fatale statues, and we've also got vinyl banks. We've got a couple prototypes down here of Joker and Harley Quinn. And we're also going to do bottle openers. There's a vinyl bank of the Green Lantern battery right here, and the Superman cookie jar. We also have, in addition to Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, and Justice League. So we've got the whole DC animated universe from that Bruce Timm style universe to play in. But we're starting with going heavy on the original Batman animated series, just because those designs are so classic. They're just such great designs.
It's so cool just kind of seeing that animated style having such a resurgence right now in product, and these busts all look fantastic.
No, it's after Batman 66, it seems like this is the next thing where people are like, remember that was just a really great time for Batman.
Excellent. All right, so tell us what we got over here with Clerks and all this awesome Jay and Silent Bob stuff.
I know you love Clerks, so we've got the 7-inch select style action figures. And if you're familiar with how the first 2 Jay and Silent Bob figures came out from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, they'll each come with half of the diorama background. So it's a cardboard backdrop, 2 pieces, 2 sidewalks, and they connect together to form the RST Video Store. We did it in color for the Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and now we're going to do it in black and white for Randall and Silent Bob, and then we're going to do the quick stop in black and white for Dante and Jay. And this is Jay and Silent Bob as they appeared in the original Clerks and not Strike Back. It's a little different for Silent Bob, very different for Jay. And they also come with a ton of accessories, so you got hockey sticks for everybody, and you got a ball for playing hockey on the roof. You got a lasagna pan. You got a carton of eggs. You've got a lot of different things here. Carton of eggs, hockey stick, hockey ball. character specific. So you can see the boombox there by Silent Bob. So these will be in that larger deluxe select packaging. And they'll be in the same scale as those Strike Back figures. And we're also doing more mini-mates, of course. The first set of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back mini-mates is out now. We're going to do another 4-pack here with Marshall, Will, and Holly, and Justice, and them in their ski masks. And we've got the Comic Book Men box set coming out, and we've also got a zombie 2-pack of Jay and Silent Bob as zombies, which is something that we came up with Kevin Smith.
Yeah, that is so cool. Yeah.
And of course, before these come out, we're going to be releasing the second series of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back figures with Cockknocker, of course, Mark Hamill with his giant fist, and Jay and Silent Bob as Blunt Man and Chronic. So look for those to be coming out late spring, early summer, very soon. And the Clerks figures will be coming out later on in the summer, early fall. We're just soliciting these two in the new previews just coming up this week.
Those are very cool. So do you guys have plans to kind of keep going forward with any more of the View Askew movie verse like this?
Well, currently we're working with Miramax and Kevin directly, but so Clerks and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back are our two movies we're focusing on. I don't know how much deeper we're going to go with Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. There certainly is more directions we can go. In terms of likeness, I'm not sure what sort of characters we would have access to, but I definitely would love to see more Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back characters. And Clerks, maybe going beyond these four might be a little tough. I don't think we can do the Berserker guy, Ivan, whatever his name is.
Even like Clerks 2 might be fun, you know, kind of give it like an Elias, or maybe.
It would be great to move into other movies. We'd have to obviously talk to other studios about that, but no, there are certainly other movies that would be great to do for that. I mean, I'm a big fan of Mallrats. I love Mallrats. I mean, I'd love to go to Mallrats, but that's a conversation with Universal. We work with Universal, obviously, but that would be a separate conversation. So,
right, gotcha.
So we'll see how these do, and then if we want to expand to some of the movies, that's certainly something that's possible.
Excellent. Well, everything looks awesome there. It looks like I love the Clerks figures. Those are so cool.
Fantastic. I'm glad you like them. I wasn't so sure how people would be excited about the black and white figures. You're always never sure with them. We do them as variants to things. We'll do black and white monsters after we've done the color monsters. But for the Sin City figures we did some black and white and we did some color. But for Clerks, we went with the black and white because it's a black and white movie. But you never know how people are going to react.
Right. Exactly. I personally think it was the right move for that specific movie. It just makes sense to me.
Yeah. No, it definitely. We'll make the packaging nice and colorful with the big Clerks logo on it, so it'll at least pop off the shelf, not sort of blend into the background.
Excellent. All right.
What we've got over here is our new Ghostbusters Select action figure line. We've had the Ghostbusters license for a long time, obviously. We've done a lot of mini-mates, a lot of banks, and we've been waiting in the wings, waiting to do something with action figures. And finally, we're going to be doing the 7-inch figures. We're going to be planning a line of 12 figures just for the first movie. Wow. And each of those figures is going to come with diorama pieces so that you can build the rooftop final battle scene. Oh, wow. So that's going to be over 4 waves of 3 figures. The first 2 of the figures in the first wave are going to be Ray and Winston, and the third figure is to be determined. We have a bunch of sculpts in for approval, and we'll see who wins the race to be for that coveted third spot. But whoever it is, the rest of the Ghostbusters will be in Series 2, of course. And we may revisit a couple of the Ghostbusters in that line in terms of different outfits or distinctly different looks, so that something that a collector would actually want and be interested in. But we're also going to do secondary characters like Dana and Lewis and Gozer.
Are any of like the ghosts and stuff like possibilities too, or are you only looking at kind of like the human type characters?
I think for the price point where these are $25 action figures, I think we're looking for there will be creatures. We're looking at doing the terror dogs, but I don't think you're going to see a lot of the one scene ghosts like I don't think we're going to be doing a librarian ghost figure or anything like that. I think we're hoping to include Slimer in some way. I don't know if that's been finalized, but we do want him to be involved in the line. He's so important.
Right.
We're definitely doing a pizza cutter of Slimer, so you can at least cut your pizza with Slimer, even if he doesn't make it into the select line. But so that is one thing we're working on. We're also doing a lot more bottle openers too. So like the Ghost logo. We love the metal bottle openers. It's a lot of fun to do. So the Ghost logo, a Slimer bottle opener, and a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man bottle opener.
Awesome. So pretty exciting stuff with the Ghostbusters license.
Yeah, it's big for us. We're also going to be doing electronic vehicles.
Really?
Not for the 7-inch scale. Okay. We do the 1/15 scale vehicles. We've done Knight Rider, the Back to the Future Time Machine. We have a new Frosty Back to the Future Time Machine we're doing, and the Monsters coach we did as well. Okay. And also our Star Trek ships are sort of the same sort of price point and size. but it's like it's about a 14-inch vehicle. More or less 3 3/4 inch scale, but not exactly. It's not made to a specific figure size.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, very, very cool. I just think it's awesome to see Ghostbusters, still have some life in the action figure market, and these look really nice. I'm excited to see what you guys have to come with them.
Yeah, I hope that we can live up to what people have been expecting. I know that there was a whole line before, but hopefully people will see that we're doing something a little different, and it'll be something that they'll use to supplement their line, or possibly be seen as something they can display alongside it. Or if they weren't able to get some of that original stuff, that this will be something they can get in on from the ground floor.
Okay. Excellent. Fantastic. All right, so we got some other really cool things here on display. Definitely want to talk about some of this as well. Always got some really cool things going on with Mini-Mates, and we see Spongebob here.
Yeah, we've shown the first series, but these are going to be coming out pretty soon. We had to really tinker around with the Mini-Mate format a little bit to capture the look of some of these characters. Right. But you can see, we'll take instead of the Mini-Mate legs, which are kind of square and thick, we'll take the Mini-Mate arms and make them legs for Spongebob, so that he's got these skinny little legs to walk around on. And those will be 2 packs at the comic shop specialty stores. We'll do a box set at Toys R Us, which has an exclusive Plankton figure in it. And we're looking to do more. We've got Glove World variants of Patrick and SpongeBob over here, for a Series 2 or possible exclusive. We haven't quite decided where we're going to go with that. But those should be coming out this spring. We're very excited about it. The movie did so great, and it's just we're happy to be in the SpongeBob business. It's obviously a very crowded marketplace. A lot of people do SpongeBob stuff, but Mini-Mates are so fun, and hopefully Mini-Mate collectors see that it's a great addition to the line, because there's so much more stuff you can do with it, new parts and all sorts of stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Lost in Space, we're finally going to be releasing our Lost in Space electronic B9 robot. I wanted to put some batteries in this so I could start pushing buttons. They just told me this morning this was actually a working sample, so I got to get some batteries for this thing. But it lights up and it says all this funny dialogue from the show. Lines about all the classic lines, Danger Will Robinson, but also just random snippets of conversations he's had with people about his functions and programming and what the danger is and all that sort of stuff. We're also doing other variants from specific episodes, like the Antimatter version and the Golden Boy version, and they have very episode-specific dialogue inside them, which is very. It's even funnier, because this is like an evil one, and this is like a very vain one. It's very funny stuff. And I know you're interested in the Plants vs. Zombies. Yeah. We brought back, we did the 2 packs of the figures at those were at specialty stores and at Toys R Us. We're going to be bringing them back in a select format, which is our larger style packaging, and we're going to be adding in a lot of the accessories we weren't able to do the first time. So we're going to do these new deluxe versions where you'll have the jumping bean, the potato mine, and the imp, and the marigold, and all the other sort of supplementary smaller accessories and characters that would make things into the healing station, the spikeweed. And we're also going to try to go back and once again try to do our Yeti figure. We were going to do it as a bank, but now the game's out, we're going to see if we can fold it into that select line and do it as an action figure.
And the Yeti just looks amazing. I mean, the details and everything on this guy, and the size of this guy, look at him.
Yeah. This is actually the bank version you see with the slot here. I'm not actually sure if we're going to be doing it as the bank. We're trying to do it as a figure, but he will be in scale to the figure. So if you put him next to the zombies, he'll fit in perfectly with the line, and he looks great. So.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, the Plants vs. Zombies figures they're so fun. I mean, and the detail and just all the cool accessories you guys capture with these. Everybody that plays these games and loves these games can totally appreciate just all the little things that you throw in with these figures.
Since the game came out, we've been getting a lot of positive response to the product, and it's before the game came out, I think there was a lot of hesitance to commit, but since the game, it's just the orders keep coming in, and we hope that people who haven't gotten them yet will like these newer deluxe versions, and people who have the originals will see this as something that they would want to add to their collection with.
Awesome. Right, so what we got over here looks like some more exciting things.
Yes, very exciting stuff. Obviously, Age of Ultron. Everybody's excited about Avengers, Age of Ultron, and we've shown our 3 figures that we're going to be doing. We're going to be bringing back our Hulk figure from Avengers 1. We resculpted him from the waist down. He's got a new outfit. As much as you could say Hulk's costume is an outfit, but it was such a great figure for the first movie. We didn't see a need to change it too much, so we redid the pants. The head's the same. Everything else is the same. We changed the overall coloring a little bit, lighter green, but it's still a great figure. The first one was an award winner, so we figured, you know what, let's bring it back, because not everybody had a chance to get it the first time around.
Right. So massive, too. I mean, what a great figure.
People love our big figures, but hopefully they'll love our small figures, too, because we finally decided to do Black Widow. Nice. And she is obviously the smaller member of the Avengers team, but here she is right here. She's going to have her batons and a pistol. Fits in her holster and in her hand. And I think they did a great job nailing Scarlett Johansson's likeness. And of course, we've got our Thor figure, which is a new paint scheme to reflect his look in Age of Ultron, slightly different from his Thor Dark World look, which is where this sculpt comes from. So again, another limited figure that's going to be sold out of, so there's another chance for people to get a hold of him. A figure we were pretty happy with. And the two of them will come with diorama bases, Thor and Black Widow, that can fit together to form a scene from the movie. Hulk, no base for Hulk. No base fits in that packaging. But,
yeah, he's already so big.
For the big guys, we can't really do that, but he's accessory enough, I think. And we've got a figure coming out for the Ant-Man movie as well. And also all of our comic Marvel selects. You can see Doctor Strange showed up today. Carnage and Cable should be coming out very soon this spring, and Sabretooth is going to be coming out later on this summer.
Excellent, very cool.
And of course we have mini-mates. We're doing a couple series of mini-mates for Age of Ultron, so there'll be a full assortment of 2-packs at comic shops and specialty stores. And then we're going to go do some more comic mini-mates, and we're going to come back and do another assortment for comic shops and specialty stores. We also even have a blind bag assortment of additional Iron Man armors and Ultron looks, and also an exclusive Baron Strucker that's going to be available in blind bags at comic shops and specialty stores. Right. So a lot of mini-mates for Avengers Age of Ultron. Toys R Us, comic shops, blind bags, 2-packs. There may even be a box set down the road that we're talking about, but we'll let you know. We are going to do a box set for Ant-Man. I can't show it to you in detail, but we're going to do a box set with Ant-Man, Hope Van Dyne, Hank Pym, and Yellow Jacket. So that's going to be just a 4-pack for the movie. Should be coming out hopefully in time for the film. And of course, more comic-based mini-mates will be filling in between. Series 60, which is the classic X-Men Strike Force versus the Brotherhood, will be coming out hopefully in the next month or so. And we're going to be doing an Axis series that we've shown that's going to be coming out probably shortly after the movie, if not right around there. So a lot of new looks for the old characters, and a lot of classic looks for characters who have come back into the limelight.
Excellent. So a lot of awesome stuff with Marvel, both in the select style and in the mini-mate style here, which is really cool to see.
Yeah, and of course our retro figures, which it's a aesthetic that isn't for everybody, but there's a big MIGO contingent of fans who love that retro style. And we brought back the Marvel figures along with additional outfits and heads so that you can make them look more modern look for the outfit. Because not everything MIGO did was very classic. We've got a modern look. We're debuting our modern look for Thor here for the first time, and the alter ego for Thor, of course, Dr. Donald Blake. Right. But Captain America should be coming out next. Spider-Man is out now. And Wolverine will be coming after that. That's the figure that we created from the ground up. We did a removable mask Wolverine in that 1970s style, since he never had a chance to get one in the original MIGO line.
That is awesome.
And we're going to keep doing that. We're going to do more characters that have not had MIGOs before as MIGOs.
Oh, that's awesome.
So keep an eye out for that.
Well, and I just really like, because you got the modern style and everything, but I just love you got the rooted hair on the older style, you got the sculpted hair on the modern style, so you can really create very different looks for the figure.
You absolutely could. I mean, you can certainly mix it up and do whatever you like. You can use the classic head on the modern costume. You can use the Don Blake head on the modern costume. Whatever you want to do. That's the great part. It's you have that option for the classic. And we do try to. MC Toys designs all of these for us and executes them, and they have done a great job of capturing that original look and making it as authentic as possible. But their new looks are just as good, and it's the best of all worlds, really. And it was a tough category for us to break into. Well, not a tough category, but for this particular license, it was a tough category. So we were happy we were able to get it, and we were happy able to offer it in a way that. So far, Spider-Man's been getting a good response, so we're happy about it.
That's awesome. Very cool. I think those look like a lot of fun. And like you said, there is a huge community out there that still very much loves the MIGO style. Yeah. So it's kind of cool getting to see some of these more details and everything put into these classic ideas, these classic figures.
Yeah, and I love the MIGOs because I used to, when I was at Toy Fair magazine, I was always posing them for Twisted Toy Fair Theater and doing all sorts of stuff with that. And it was so having them back is great, and the newer versions is a lot of fun too.
Excellent. All right, so I think that's going to bring us over here to the final display, which is the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes, this is one of our new licenses, and we're very excited about it. We're going to be doing select action figures, so it's sort of a 7-inch scale. It's obviously going to vary with a lot of the sizes of different characters, but depending on how big the character is, it's going to come with a diorama base. Nice. So Oogie Boogie's very big. We've got a rock shelf there for him, but Jack, since he's a little thinner, not a lot of plastic, we're able to give him this cool cemetery base with this gate here. And Sally will come with a wall and half a gate, and she'll also have an alternate set of legs so she can kneel in front of that wall. Just because with the dress, it's tough to do articulation. That thing, if we could give her a fabric dress, that'd be great. But it's even tougher to execute. So, and we're also going to be doing mini mates. So 2 packs of the 2-inch mini mates. You can see we had to get creative with a lot of the body parts, to make them look like these oddly shaped characters in the movie. Right. You can see the mayor here has the 2 different faces, so you can reverse the head and have them have the 2 different facial expressions. And they're a lot of fun. We're also going to be bringing back the original 90s dolls from Japan. That everybody remembers from when the movie was still fairly new and when the merchandise was first really coming out for Nightmare.
Right.
But they're about 12 to 14 inches and they come in coffin cases. So we've already solicited the first 2-pack of Jack and Sally, and then we're going to bring back some more characters as well.
Excellent. And these just look really, really fantastic. I mean, the bases especially. I love that Jack Skellington with that cemetery base.
Yeah, the base is amazing for that. I love that base is fantastic. I still can't believe they're actually going to fit that into a select packaging.
Yeah.
But I'm sure a lot of things are going to plug in and come off and have to fit in the right way just to get it all into that. Because it's a big package, but that's an even bigger diorama. So I'm sure they'll have to do some engineering tricks.
But it'll be an amazing display piece when it's all said and done. So
I imagine after a few series, you'll probably be able to build a little mini Halloween town all on your own.
That is awesome. Excellent. Well, man, there are so many cool things here at the Diamond Select booth. So, Zach, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to walk us through all of this awesome product.
Thank you for coming by. It was great to have you.
Excellent. Well, there you go, guys. A look at everything that's to come in 2015 from Diamond Select Toys. Be sure to stay tuned right here for the latest coverage from the 2015 New York Toy Fair.
Stay up to date with Pixel Dan at Toy Fair 2015. Follow at Pixel Dan on Twitter or /Mandalorian30 on YouTube.com. Thanks for tuning in to your premier source for all things toys, Pixel Dan. See you again. Stay up to date with Toy Yak and Pixel Dan at Toy Fair 2015. Follow at Toy Yak Pack on Twitter or Toy Yak on YouTube.com. Thanks for tuning in and see you again